MascomaRE.com, with locations in Lebanon and also right down the street here in Enfield, New Hampshire. Today's game also brought to you by ADW Builders. They've served the Upper Valley for the last 20 years with custom homes, renovations, kitchens, and more. For all your building needs, call ADW Builders at 603-381-8641 or 603-304-9797. So after the timeout called by Mascoma, they've got 2 left for the first half, and Newport with all 3. Punt kicked away by Evans. Takes a bounce, a good Mascoma bounce. And Lovely will pick it up back at the 13-yard line. He's got room to work with. Can he get away from one man? Yes. Can't get away from the second man, though, and is brought down just shy of the 30-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will start their 3rd drive of the ball game. They're 2 for 2 so far with touchdowns, and they lead Mascoma 14-0 with 2:54 remaining in the first quarter, and the clock still running, even though it's a change of possession. And now they stop it with 2:49 remaining. They're looking for a new football.
29-yard line.
And it's 1st and 10 for Newport at their own 29. About 76 degrees. No clouds in the sky right now. We've got bluebird skies. And the wind blowing from the bottom of your screen to the top, so a little bit of a crosswind. No rain expected here in Canaan, New Hampshire. Thrown out to the left-hand side, breaking 1 tackle. That's Sharon. Can he break 2? Yes. Can he break 3? Yes. Still on his feet. Finally gets wrestled out of bounds near the Mascoma sideline at the 50-yard line, but a huge pickup right there as Sharon was just dodging and weaving and bobbing his way through Mascoma would-be tacklers. And a flag is dropped right at the Mascoma sideline, so we'll check this out. Could be a horse collar tackle, and that will add on personal foul face mask against Mascoma. So tack on another 15 yards and a big pickup for the Tigers. 2:35 remaining in the first quarter, 14-0. Newport on top. To gain a 23, tack on an extra 15, and now the Tigers just marching their way down the field once again.
An extra 15 yards for the penalty. So that's going to bring the Tigers up to the Rose 33.
So now 1st and 10 for Newport at the 33-yard line. Back split as Edwards is under center. Pitch out to the right-hand side. Here's Lovely. Can he turn the corner? Yes. And he gets to about the 25-yard line before he's gang tackled there. And that'll bring up 2nd down and call it a long 5 for Newport. Mark him down at the 26-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. Clock running with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Edwards under center once again. 2 receivers to the far side. And now the handoff, it's a counter play. Sharon takes it, gets down to about the 15. That is definitely enough for a 1st down as they will move the chains. And the Tigers just marching methodically once again.
Sharon, your ball carrier, is going to move the chains.
Mascoma has no answers on defense right now. And as far as their offense goes, it's been almost non-existent here in the first quarter.
10 now from the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Call it 13. Now Edwards is in the shotgun. Back split behind him. Edwards will take it himself around the right-hand side to the 10, to the 5, tries to push his way through, and he's just shy of the goal line. They will mark him down at about the 2, but that'll move the chains once again. And Evans doing a little bit of everything so far on offense and on special teams for Newport. And they're about a yard away from another touchdown. Newport moving right to left across your computer screen. Edwards under center. 2 backs behind him. That's Sharon, the up back, and Lovely, the tailback. Hand off to the up back. Sharon, he's in for the touchdown. And the Tigers pouring it on here in the first quarter as now with 50 seconds to play in the opening period, it's Newport 20 and Mascoma nothing, and Edwards on to attempt the extra point. Well, just another successful drive for Newport. Again, Mascoma without an answer on defense. Royals need to get something going on offense, too. Proper will be the holder, Edwards the kicker. Snap, ball placed down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights. It is good. So Edwards 3 for 3 on extra points, and that extends the lead for Newport. Timeout on the field here at Mascoma. 50 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's been all Tigers so far on this Saturday afternoon as Newport leads Mascoma 21-0. The Royals Athletic Booster Club is a volunteer-run, community-based nonprofit organization that supports Mascoma school-based sports teams. They encourage community pride and also school spirit, and they acknowledge student athletes with a scholarship program for graduating seniors. You can connect with the Royals Athletic Booster Club on Facebook and Twitter for the latest news and updates, and also become an individual, family, or business member. Royals fans, don't forget you can pick up your Mascoma gear right there. Check out the new items available in the online store. Orders open for orders until September 28th, so you only have a few days left. More info and the online store link can be found at facebook.com/Royals Athletic Boosters. That's facebook.com/Royals Athletic Boosters. And don't forget, Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC is a proud member of the Autosaver group of family dealerships, and they are home of the big deal. They offer an extensive selection of new Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC vehicles, as well as a variety of heavy-duty commercial trucks and vans to help your business succeed. Find them online and on Facebook, and don't forget, you'll get the best price period on every vehicle they sell. Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC on the John Stark Highway. Edwards to kick off. It's a short pooch kick, and having to jump on that to cover it up like a grenade was Elias Jenkins. And so that's where Mascoma will start, right around their 30-yard line. 49 seconds to play in the first quarter, and a 21-0 lead for the Tigers. They'll spot it right at the 30. Let's see what the Royals can get going. They have negative yards of offense in their first 3 drives so far here at home. First game for both teams this season. Royals break the huddle. It's Evans. Standing back from his center. Handoff straight up the gut once again. That's Peavy, and maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. I'll have to double check. It'll bring up second down and 10. Clock ticking with 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. 21-0 the lead for Newport. Royals headed left to right across your computer screen. Evans gets the play from the sideline from head coach Kyle Colburn.
Second and 10 for the Royals.
Head coach John Proper on the far sideline for Newport. Evans under center once again, in the shotgun once again with 10 seconds to play in the quarter. Fakes the handoff, dropping back to pass, looking over the middle, fires, and it's incomplete. Threw it into traffic. Peavy was there a little bit too high out of his reach, and it falls to the turf. And the clock is stopped with 5 seconds to play in the first quarter. But the Royals get bailed out as there's a flag on the field, and it looks like a roughing the passer penalty will be called against the Tigers. So this will be the first gain on offense for the Royals in a while, and it comes by the form of a penalty. So tack on 15 yards, and they'll mark it 1st and 10, and they'll give the Royals a first down. 1st and 10 at the 45. And this is the furthest up the field that they moved all game.
Foul committed by the Tigers, roughing the passer. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. It's going to bring the ball out to the...
So maybe this is what the Royals need for momentum. There's only 5 seconds to go in the quarter, but they haven't seen the other side of the 50-yard line yet. Evans in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. That's the near side. Drops back to pass. Looking. Screen pass over the middle. Farnsworth has room again. He's over midfield. He's to the 40, down to the 35-yard line. And that's the first down that the Royals have picked up other than a penalty in this ball game. They had 3 receivers to the near side of the field, so plenty of room to work with. Instead, it was just a dump screen over the middle, and Farnsworth had tons of room to work with and picks up a big gain for a first down, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here at Mascoma. Royals on the march. See if they can try to get back in this one at the end of the first quarter. It's been all Newport. The Tigers lead Mascoma 21-0. We'll take a break and be back right after these words on the Granite State Sports Network. Back here at Mascoma Valley Regional High School in Canaan, New Hampshire. Along with our producer-engineer Mike Mahoney, I'm Dave Collins. 12 minutes up on the board. We start the second quarter of play. It's been all Newport Tigers. They lead Mascoma 21-0. But the Royals with just a big gain, and the first time in Newport territory, they move right to left across your computer screen as it'll be first down and 10 at the Newport 35. And Evans under center once again for Mascoma. Handoff, and getting nowhere is Asa Machete, in fact brought down about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. And the big guy who tackled him, Orlowski, just picks him up by the shoulder pads. Orlowski, number 64 for Newport, in orange and black and white. He is 295 pounds. Asa Machete is 5'5" and 145 pounds. So about double the size. So he did get back to the original line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for Mascoma. They trail 21-0, 9:20 to play here in the second quarter. Evans takes the shotgun snap, throws it out over the head of Brian Lowell. And the senior couldn't climb the ladder for that one. It goes incomplete and stops the clock with 11:15 to go. And this will bring up third down and 10. Royals really need to convert on this third down here. They're too far away for a field goal. And the only 2 other first downs they've had, one was from a roughing the passer penalty. The other one was a big gain on a screen pass. See if they try to work that play in right here. Evans in the shotgun. And now Farnsworth is confused as to where to line up. They send a man in motion. That's Peavy. Evans back to pass, being rushed, dumps it over the middle. Nobody there. He actually hits a lineman in the foot. And now another flag is thrown, so this will be another first down as Hamilton came in late and pushed Evans to the ground. And that'll be another roughing the passer penalty. So where Newport could have held right there on third down, the Royals will pick up a first down and march further down the field by 15 yards.
10 yards to go.
So Mascoma gets bailed out again, and they move closer to the goal line. This will make it first and 10 for the Royals at the 20-yard line.
Bring up another first down for the Royals.
So on this drive for Mascoma, it's not like they're very productive. It's just Newport's been shooting themselves in the foot. 21-0 Newport, 11:08 remaining here in the second quarter. Evans in the shotgun once again. The back behind him is Farnsworth. 2 receivers to the wide side of the field up top. Takes the snap, handoff, trying the right-hand side is Farnsworth. Got a yard and now gets pushed back and might have actually lost some yardage.
Taking the handoff.
And that will bring up second down
Josh Sharon.
And they'll drop the beanbag or the marker right on the 20-yard line, so he didn't gain or lose any.
Making a tackle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 10.
The ball remains at the 20-yard line.
Evans comes in with the play. Checking out of the ball game is McKetty. Up top is Martin. And down low in the receiver position is Mikas. Evans, shotgun snap. Fakes the handoff. Drops back to pass. No protection. Has to dump it. Gets leveled. Does complete the pass, though. That's Farnsworth as he gets to maybe the 11-yard line. And that'll bring up third down.
Tackle right after the reception by Jack.
But Evans is taking a beating. I mean, he's backpedaling, and has to dump it off. Has no time to throw back there. As Newport, it's not necessarily that they're blitzing. It's just defenders are wide open coming across the line of scrimmage.
It's like a gain of about 7 yards on the play to bring up 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 for Mascoma, moving right to left. This is the 3rd drive of the ball game, which has been helped along with 2 roughing the passer penalties against the Tigers. 9:30 to play, first quarter, 21-0 Newport. Evans in the shotgun for Mascoma. And a hard count and a whistle, and let's see if it's a false start or if he was able to draw Newport offside. If it's offsides against the Tigers, that'll lead to another first down. So offsides against the Tigers, and that leads to another automatic first down for Mascoma. So the 3 conversions that they've had, they've converted on them by penalty against Newport. So this brings up first down and goal for the Royals. Whichever way you can get down the field, it's effective. And now a timeout will be called by Newport. And that leaves both teams with 2 here in the first half. Timeout on the field by the Tigers. First and goal for Mascoma at the Newport 6. Newport on top 21-0 with 9:24 to play in the first half. And we'll keep it right here for this commercial break and let you know that portions of today's game is brought to you by Vanessa Stone Real Estate. You can turn your dreams into an address. With more than 30 years of experience in the real estate business, Vanessa Stone and her team can help you find the property that you are searching for. They're happy to assist you with buying or selling, whether it's your first home or a vacation home. Vanessa Stone Real Estate has a team of valuable agents waiting to help you. They have convenient office locations in Enfield and also Lebanon, New Hampshire. You can check them out online too. VanessaStoneRE.com. That's VanessaStoneRE.com, or search them on Facebook. And a reminder, we've got more games for you right here on the Granite State Sports Network. Coming up on Monday, September 28th, it's a doubleheader of volleyball, JV in action, and then the varsity teams, as Mascoma will host Fall Mountain right here on the Granite State Sports Network. JV game set to get underway at 4 o'clock. Varsity match to follow around 5:45. You can catch that game on team1sports.com/GSSN. Mascoma Boys Soccer will host Fall Mountain. That'll be Tuesday, September 29th. Kickoff is set for 4 o'clock right here on the Granite State Sports Network. So after the timeout called by Newport, both teams left with 2 here in the first half. 9:24 remaining. Second quarter, 21-0 Newport. Evans in the shotgun for Mascoma, and he fumbles the football, and it's picked up by Newport. And the Tigers will have it. So the Royals came so close, 6 yards away from pay dirt. Can't convert, though. The snap was good. Evans, I think, bobbled it just a bit. And he fumbles it, and Newport all over it, and the Tigers will take over first and 10, leading 21-0 with 9:17 to play in the first half, and they get it at their own, let's call it about the 8-yard line. No more than that. At the 14-yard line. Tough break for Mascoma right there.
A disappointing end to the drive.
As you heard the PA announcer just say. It's helped along by 3 key penalties. But Mascoma just needs some points.
14-yard line.
Here comes Newport at it once again as Edwards is under center. And a whistle, and everybody jumped off sides on that play. I think another hard count, but I think this will go against the Tigers.
And a false start going against the Tigers.
So that'll push Newport back 5 yards with the false start penalty.
9-yard line. First and 15.
First and 15 from the 8 for Newport, headed left to right across your computer screen. On this Saturday afternoon, it's been all Tigers. Edwards with a couple of touchdowns, a couple of extra points himself. And Newport on the verge of blowing this one open, as they have in years past here at Mascoma. One receiver to each side. Edwards under center once again. Handoff and plenty of room for a bit, and running through it is Lovely as he gets across the line of scrimmage and out about 5 yards. But you can see if it wasn't for that last tackler for Mascoma, he would have been off to the races. So up to the 17-yard line. 8:53 remaining second quarter. 21-0 Newport with the football and the lead.
About 7 on the play.
This will bring up second down. Tigers taking a while in the huddle right now.
Tackle was finished off by Josh Williams.
Edwards under center once again. Two backs split behind him. Now they send a man in motion. That's Lovely. Handoff to the left-hand side where the man in motion went to the strong side of the field. And a whistle as Lovely picks up about 2 or 3 yards and a flag thrown down.
Josh Sharon.
And Sharon, pardon me, Lovely was the man in motion. Sharon got the handoff. And let's see what this penalty is all about. Stops the clock with 8 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the second. One of the linemen for Newport has the football. And now Paul Page, the referee, is coming over to the side judge. So an illegal block in the back against Newport. They'll say a loss of 10 yards, and they're going to replay second down. So Tigers again shooting themselves in the foot as the ball is placed down on the 15-yard line.
10 yards from the spot of the foul. Going to replay second down.
So still 2nd and 7. Still second down, but 7 yards to go for the Tigers. Edwards under center once again. Fakes the handoff, drops back to pass, rolls out to his right, fires, got a man wide open, but it's off the fingertips of Wiley. He had acres to run for if he would have picked up that pass in stride, but it falls incomplete. And so that'll bring up third down. And he had a blocker out there, too. He would have been off to the races. So here's a big play for Mascoma if they can hold on defense and get the ball back. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. But we still have plenty of time remaining here in the second quarter. 8:11 on the clock. 21-0, though, Newport on top. So the Royals have to buckle down here. Edwards under center. Everyone bunched in tight right now. And another whistle. And a timeout taken by the Tigers. So that leaves them with 1 for the remainder of the first half. Mascoma with 2. And we will keep it right here. Timeout on the field. 8:11 to play. Second quarter. 21-0 Newport on top of Mascoma. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers at their own 15-yard line. Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC. They are a proud member of the Autosaver Group family of dealerships, and they are home of the Big Deal. They offer an extensive selection of new Chevrolet Buick and GMC vehicles, as well as a variety of heavy-duty commercial trucks and vans to help your business succeed. You can find them online and on Facebook, and don't forget you'll get the best price period on every vehicle that they sell. Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC on the John Stark Highway just outside of Newport. ADW Builders, they've served the Upper Valley for the last 20 years with custom homes, renovations, kitchens, and much more. For all your building needs, you can give ADW Builders a call at 603-381-8641 or 603-304-9797. ADW Builders, serving the Upper Valley for over 20 years. So after the timeout called by Newport, they've got one left for this first half. Mascoma with 2. 8:11 on the clock, second quarter. 21-0 Tigers. And it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Newport Tigers at their own 15. Now Edwards lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. The snap goes over his head. Edwards will pick it up and fall on it in the end zone, and the Royals will collect their first 2 points as it's a safety. As in the end zone, Edwards falls down with the football, and that will lead to a safety. So now with 8:06 to play in the second quarter, Royals are on the board. It's now a 21-2 lead for Newport. So we will take a break right here and come back with a free kick for Newport right after this. 21-2 Newport on top of Mascoma. 8:06 to go in the second here on the Granite State Sports Network. Welcome back to Mascoma High School here in Canaan, New Hampshire. Along with our engineer-producer Mike Mahoney, I'm Dave Collins. Thanks for joining us here on the Granite State Sports Network. 8:06 remaining, second quarter. Newport 21, Mascoma 2. Edwards had a bad snap come his way and fell on it in the end zone, so that led to 2 points and a safety for Mascoma. The free kick is taken by Mascoma at their own 35-yard line and getting out to about the 42, 43-yard line for Mascoma is Roman Farnsworth, the junior, and that's where the Royals will start. They were all the way down to the 6-yard line a few moments ago, about to score their first touchdown, and a bad snap. And Evans fumbled it, the quarterback from Mascoma, and Newport fell on it. So a little bit of redemption as the Royals get 2 points from the safety. But they need a touchdown, and they need points here with 7:59 to play in the first half. Evans in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion behind him. Evans, handoff. And Farnsworth gets wrapped up. Actually, that is Josh Evans. He gets wrapped up and pushed back. They'll give him forward progress of about a yard and a half. But that will bring up second down for Mascoma. The drive continued. The last drive for Mascoma continued due to 2 roughing the passer penalties and a offsides penalty against Newport on 3 consecutive third downs. So they got bailed out by penalties. And now it's second down and 8. Mascoma moving right to left across your computer screen. Evans in the shotgun once again. Takes the snap, looks to the right-hand side, fires way too high. Intended for Lowell. But he's only 5'7", and that might have been designed for Josh Evans, who's 6'1", as it went over his head and falls incomplete, and it stops the clock with 7:10 to play in the first half. And a critical 3rd down and 8 for Mascoma from their own 44-yard line.
44-yard line of the Royals.
Evans comes from the sideline with the play from his coach Kyle Colburn. John Proper, the head coach for Newport, on the far sideline. Evans in the shotgun once again. 1 receiver to either side. Sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, back to pass, has some time, fires it, it pops up in the air, and is it intercepted? Yes, it is. The Tigers pick it off. It's batted up in the air. I think getting a hand on it was Urista for the Tigers. And Newport intercepts, and another drive stalls from Mascoma. And now the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from about the 30 or from the 40-yard line, 35-yard line, excuse me. And this sets up the Tigers in perfect position here with 7:03 remaining. Second quarter, Newport with the football at Mascoma's 35, and they lead the Royals 21-2. Here's Edwards once again. Backs in the eye behind him. Edwards takes the snap. Handoff to the tailback. Lovely. Lowers his head, tries to plow through, and maybe gets a yard or two before he's brought down in the middle of the field. Josh Williamson on the tackle there for the Royals. Pickup of 2 on the play, and it brings up 2nd down and 8.
A gain of only about a yard with Owen McKinney and Josh Williams.
6:35, 6:34 to go. Second quarter. Edwards again.
For the Tigers.
The senior quarterback under center for the Tigers. Handoff to the tailback once again. And getting nowhere on this play is Lovely. Good job by Mascoma of sniffing out that play. And they drop him behind the line of scrimmage, and it's probably a loss of 1 or 2. And this will bring up 3rd down.
As Tyler Stark, the big hit on the play.
Coming in from the sideline is Bryce Wiley, the senior, with the play for Newport. Ball on the Mascoma 37-yard line. 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. Critical 3rd down for both teams right here. Back split now. Lovely and Sharon. And a counter handoff this time to Wiley. Wiley gets around the left-hand side, gets across the 30, and down to about the 26-yard line. Let's see if it's enough for a 1st down. I don't think so. Official holds up the sign for 4th down. So here's a critical play in this ball game again. 4th and 1 for the Tigers. Ball at the Mascoma 26-yard line. 21-2, Newport on top. Clock running with 5:12 remaining in the second quarter. Backs in the eye this time. Sharon the up back, and a whistle, and this might be a false start. Oh, Newport tried to catch Mascoma off guard, and I think they jumped the gun. And a false start against the Tigers. Oh, that's crucial. So instead of being 4th down and 1 for Newport, it's now 4th and 6. You might be able to hear the referee, Paul Page, in the background. Illegal procedure. So the clock will start running once again. 5:04, 5:03.
4th down and about 7 yards to go.
4th and 6 for Newport. A little bit confused at the line. Edwards lines up under center. Backs in the eye behind him. 4th and 6 here for the Tigers. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, has room, fires downfield, got a wide open receiver. It's caught and into the end zone for the touchdown for Newport. It's Tanner Proper. 4th and 6 is golden for Newport as they add to their lead. It's now 27-2. Newport on top of Mascoma with 4:43 to go here in the second quarter. 4th and 6 from the 36, no problem, the Tigers say. And they're trying to blow this one open before we get to halftime here at Mascoma. It was a little bit underthrown along the near sideline, but Proper adjusted properly to it. Caught it, had to fight off one defender, and rolled into the end zone for the touchdown for Newport. So Edwards now, again, he's responsible for 3 of the 4 touchdowns. Ran for a few, threw for 1 there. And now we'll try the extra point for the Tigers. And the Royals looking a little dejected on the near sideline close to us. Edwards on to attempt the extra point. Ball snapped back. Kick placed down. It is up, and it is no good. He fell just short of the crossbar. I don't think the laces were turned out. And so the extra point is no good. But Newport adds 6 more to their lead. And we'll take a timeout here from Mascoma High School. 4:43 remaining in the second quarter. It's Newport 27, Mascoma 2. You're watching high school football on the Granite State Sports Network. Welcome back to Mascoma Valley High School here in Canaan, New Hampshire. As the kickoff goes out of bounds, so Mascoma will start with pretty decent field position, but if you look at the scoreboard, it's been all Newport here with 4:43 remaining in the second quarter. The Tigers have a 27-2 lead over the Royals. Edwards has been phenomenal today. Marius Edwards, the senior quarterback for Newport, throwing and rushing for a few touchdowns. Just missed the extra point a moment ago. But other than that, almost flawless for the Tigers here this afternoon. Royals need something before halftime. They've got 2 timeouts to work with, and Newport with just 1.
Yeah, kick went out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
And officials are trying to mark it. The kickoff went out of bounds, so they're debating whether to place the ball, and it will be put down at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Royals at their own 35. Again, 4:43 remaining in the second quarter. Royals with 2 timeouts to work with. Newport with 1 before we reach the end of the first half. Evans under center once again. Behind him is Josh Evans, his brother. Back to pass, Evans over the middle. It is almost intercepted, in and out of the hands of Proper. He got his right hand on it as he was falling to the ground, tried to cradle it. It hits the turf, though, and falls incomplete. So instead of an interception for Newport, it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Mascoma, still at their own 35-yard line. That stops the clock with 4:39 remaining here in quarter number 2. Evans in the shotgun. Receiver towards the near side is Williams, closest to us. Up top is Tyler Mikas. Man in motion. Handoff. This time it goes to him. It's Josh Evans, and Evans gets smacked behind the line of scrimmage. Could not turn the corner. Great pursuit right there by Devin Hano, the junior for Newport. And that's a loss of a few yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and long for Mascoma. Clock just started running again. It's got 4:20 remaining. So if Newport can get the ball back, we know how fast they can strike. This could get ugly before we get to halftime. 27-2 right now, Newport in the lead. Mascoma needs to convert this. 3rd down and 15. Ball on their own 30-yard line. Man in motion, that's Evans. The other Evans back to pass, fires it towards the sidelines and off of the fingertips. A leaping attempt by Williams, but it's off his fingertips and out of bounds. It would have been enough for a 1st down, but it falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down now for Mascoma with 3:50 to go in the second quarter.
Bring up 4th down, still 15 yards.
Newport anticipating the punt, so Bryce Wiley, number 7, goes back deep, standing at about his own 35-yard line for the Tigers. Now back a little further to his 30. Evans sets up like he's about to punt for Mascoma. He does. Pooch punt. It's high in the air, a wobbly 1 short kick, and it will only go maybe 12 or 13 yards. A Newport player touches it. Mascoma falls on it, and let's see what they'll say. Was he down, or is it Mascoma football? Not a smart move by the Newport player. If it touches one of them, it's a live ball and anybody can grab it. Clock is stopped with 3:41 to go in the second quarter. 27-2, Newport on top of Mascoma, but the Royals might have caught a break right here. All the officials are discussing it. Referee is Paul Page. He's the one in the white hat, the only one wearing a white hat and the zebra stripes. The ball is resting at the Mascoma 46-yard line. That's where it was touched, but the question is, was it touched by a Newport player first, or was it touched by Mascoma, which means it would be Newport ball down at the 46-yard line. If Newport touched it first and Mascoma recovered, it'll be Royals football, and they can continue with 3:41 to go in the second quarter. Now, if he touched it and his knee was on the ground, since this is high school football, it's not like you can advance after you fall on the ground. It's a dead ball. And that's what I think you can see the referee with his right palm saying, yes, he touched it, but he was also on the ground at the same time. So it would be Newport ball. Nope, they're going to give it to Mascoma. Okay, so the Royals do catch a break. And they continue.
the play is that the Newport player was not down.
So a muffed punt works in favor of Mascoma, and the Royals will continue. Trailing 27-2 with 3:41 on the second quarter clock. And the Royals have it 1st and 10 at their own 46 as they reset the chains. And back judge will put the beanbag back in his pocket. Evans will stand in the shotgun, and the Royals will continue right now with 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff, though, this goes to Peavy. Peavy got some room but lost the football, and let's see who has it now. Officials stop the clock, and they rule that Newport has the football. So right after Mascoma catches a break, they shoot themselves in the foot, and they turn the ball over. And basically the last 2 minutes never happened because Newport's going to get the ball where they would have gotten it if they didn't muff the punt a moment ago. So 1st and 10 Tigers. The only difference is about 40 seconds ran off the clock. Newport has it now in the second quarter with 3:34 remaining and a 27-2 lead. And the ball is at the Mascoma 46. Newport with 1 timeout here remaining in the second quarter. Mascoma with 2. Edwards under center. He's responsible for a few touchdowns today. Backs in the eye behind him. He'll roll to his left. Quarterback keeper gets a block. Can he turn the corner? He does at the 45, across the 40. Still battling for yardage and gets to about the 36-yard line. And is wrestled down inbounds. And about an 8-yard gain, so it'll bring up 2nd down and about 2 for Newport. Clock running, 3:10, 3:09 remaining in the second quarter. Newport with a timeout remaining here in the second.
7 yards.
They'll mark the ball down just shy of the 32-yard line. 2nd down coming up for the Tigers. Again, backs in the eye. Edwards under center. Handoff to the tailback with lots of running room on the right-hand side. It's Lovely. Can he turn the corner? Yes, at the 15, 10, 5. Another touchdown for the Tigers. As Lovely scampers into the end zone from 32 yards away and adds to the Newport lead with 2:40 remaining in the second quarter. It's now a 33-2 Tiger lead over the Royals. And Newport with another one before halftime, trying to run away with this one. Lovely, as soon as he was able to break it outside, there was nobody in front of him, and it was just a race to the corner of the end zone. Edwards on to attempt the extra point. His last one was a bad snap. Ball didn't get turned around in time, and he sputtered it off to the left-hand side. This one, snap plays down, kick is up, end over end. It's through the uprights, and it is good. So 2:40 remaining here in the second quarter. 34-2. Newport on top of Mascoma. 2 teams will come back up the field. We'll take a timeout and be back to Mascoma High School after this on the Granite State Sports Network. Along with Mike Mahoney, my name is Dave Collins, welcoming you back to Mascoma High School here in Canyon, New Hampshire. It's been all Newport Tigers, 34-2. Tigers on top of the Royals here at Mascoma with 2:40 to play in the second quarter. End over end kickoff, and this is taken by, for Mascoma. Farnsworth had some room but gets knocked down at the 40-yard line. And right now it's just willpower for the Royals to see if they can put more points on the board with 2:32 remaining. They're down 34-2. They've had a couple of excellent breaks given to them by the officials and by Newport mistakes, but unable to capitalize. They do have 2 timeouts to work with here before we reach halftime. So let's see if they can capitalize with anything right now. Their quarterback is Mike Evans, number 48. He's a 6'2 senior, 170 pounds, and he's been batted around today. especially dropping back for the passes. There's been 2 roughing the passer penalties called after he got rid of the football. Farnsworth lines up behind him as the running back. 2 receivers to the top side, that's the right side. Pitch back out to Farnsworth. Can he get past one tackler? Yes, can't escape the second one. So maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Newport again sniffed that one out. And it'll bring up second down for Mascoma. 2:15 remaining second quarter.
A couple of tackles, but was brought down by Josh Sharon. Loss of a yard on the play.
Mascoma slow to get out of the huddle. You'd think they might be in a hurry-up offense with 1:50 to go in the second quarter. Trailing 34-2. Evans in the shotgun right now. Takes the snap. Reverse handoff. It goes to Evans. Josh Evans this time, and he can't penetrate the line of scrimmage, and he gets thrown back. That play just took way too long to develop. It's a handoff to the running back, and then Evans slides in and takes the other handoff. And not going anywhere, and that'll bring up third down. Newport does have a timeout left. So after this play, if Mascoma can't convert, maybe Newport calls timeout. Although they're up by 32 points, you don't necessarily want to rub it in right before halftime. 65 seconds to play here in the second half. Evans talking to Farnsworth. Evans lines up in the shotgun. That's Cooper Peavy actually behind him. 48 seconds to go in the half. Evans fires it out to the near side. It's caught, but for a little gain by Josh Evans. And Josh Evans a little bit slow to get up, as he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that might lead us to halftime, as it'll bring up fourth down. And Newport is not going to call a timeout, so they're not too eager to get the ball back. I think both teams just want to head into halftime. Newport pretty much in control, and Mascoma just looking for answers right now. 34-2, Newport on top, as we have just 8 seconds to play, and the clock will run down. And that will do it for the first half here at Mascoma Valley Regional High School in Canaan, New Hampshire. Clock hits 000. We have reached the end of the first half here at Mascoma. It's been all Newport Tigers on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. First game for both teams, and the Tigers look like they've been playing for a full season so far. Halftime, Newport 34, Mascoma 2. We'll take an extended timeout, recap the first half, and be back with the start of the second half. All that and more right after this. You're watching high school football on the Granite State Sports Network.
Here for the
Welcome back to Mascoma Valley Regional High School here in Canaan, New Hampshire, along with our engineer-producer Mike Mahoney. My name is Dave Collins. Glad you could join us here on the Granite State Sports Network. We are at halftime, where the Newport Tigers lead the Mascoma Valley Royals by a score of 34-2. It has been the Edwards show for Newport, as he's responsible for a couple extra points, a couple of passing touchdowns. Marius Edwards, the senior, just leading the Newport offensive charge, and they lead 34-2 as we are just about to start the third quarter of play. I'd like to thank our sponsors that make high school football and all high school sports possible here on the Granite State Sports Network. Gen Y Creative, the Royals Athletic Booster members, Silas Ayers, the Barton family, the Bean family, the Bennett family, the Clough family, the Felix family, Denver Green, who is the head coach of the Mascoma girls soccer team, April Guinness, the Goulet family, the Hammond family, the Hemmerling family, Amanda Isabel, the Isham family, the McDonald family, the Moulton family, the Peavy family, the Pelton family, the Prince family, the Reno family, the Schneider family, and the Seiler family. Also the Stanford family, the Stebbins family, the Stewart family, and the Thompson family. Thank you all for supporting the Granite State Sports Network. Today's game also brought to you in part by Jake's Market and Deli. Jake's Market and Deli has been serving the Upper Valley since 1997, and I've been patronizing them since I moved up here to the Upper Valley since 2006. They've got 10 convenient locations, including Mechanic Street in Lebanon, Route 4 in Enfield, also in Canaan, right in the heart of the Mascoma Valley. So if you're traveling throughout central New Hampshire and eastern Vermont, be sure to make Jake's Market and Deli your destination for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, fuel, and basically anything else that you need. They have it at Jake's Market and Deli. Check out their local location right down the street here from Mascoma High School on Route 4 in Enfield. Today's game also brought to you in part by Barney Insurance. They are your #1 insurance agency in the Mascoma Valley and also in the Upper Valley of Vermont and New Hampshire. When you need home, auto, life, or business insurance and want local service from local agents that support, live, and work in your community, there is no better choice than Barney Insurance. You can call them today, 603-523-4407. Look them up on the web, like them on Facebook. Barney Insurance, your hometown insurance agent since 1885. And if you need to insure your home, well, make sure you purchase it first from Vanessa Stone Real Estate. You can turn your dreams into an address. With more than 30 years of experience in the real estate business, Vanessa Stone and her team can help you find the property that you are searching for. They are happy to assist you with buying or selling. Whether it's your first home or a vacation home, check out Vanessa Stone Real Estate. They have a team of valuable agents waiting to help you. Convenient locations in Enfield and Lebanon, New Hampshire. You can check them out online at vanessastonere.com. That's vanessastonere.com, or on Facebook. Today's game brought to you in part by ADW Builders. They've served the Upper Valley for the last 20 years with custom homes, renovations, kitchens, and much, much more. For all your building needs, call ADW Builders, 603-304-9797 or 603-381-8641. And today's game also being brought to you by Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC. They are a proud member of the Autosaver Group family of dealerships and home of the Big Deal. They offer an extensive selection of new Chevys, Buicks, GMC vehicles, as well as a variety of heavy-duty commercial trucks and vans to help your business succeed. Find them online and on Facebook, and don't forget, you'll get the best price period on every vehicle they sell. Go visit them in person. Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC off of the John Stark Highway between Newport and Claremont, New Hampshire. Just a few moments away from the start of the second half here at Mascoma Valley High School in Canaan, New Hampshire. I'm Dave Collins, along with our producer-engineer Mike Mahoney. Thanks to Dan Salzer as well, as we've got a temperature of about 75 degrees right now, a gorgeous early autumn day in September here in Canaan. Bit of a breeze in the first half, not so much here to start the second half, and no clouds in the sky as the sun is beating down, and most of the people wearing short sleeves today after we had a foggy start this morning. 34-2 our score, with Mascoma Valley trailing. They got a safety on a bad snap to the quarterback, Edwards. That's about the only blemish that he has so far for Newport, but the snap went over his head. Marius Edwards is running in for a few touchdowns, thrown for a few, kicked a few extra points. cooked, washed bottles, about everything else you can throw at him, he's accomplished today for the Tigers. So the Tigers won the toss to start the game, and they elected to defer to the second half, so they will receive the kickoff. There is the mercy rule in effect in New Hampshire. If a team hits 35 points or more, the clock will run except for called timeouts, injuries, and change of possessions. So Newport just a field goal away from reaching that threshold. For Mascoma to kick off.
Armstrong.
It's a squib kick, and it's covered up by Newport. And it's taken by Chase Hamilton. So excellent field position to start for Newport.
Tigers, first drive of the second half, starting off their own 47.
They'll start at their own 47. Tigers will be headed right to left across your computer screen here in the third quarter. In their white jerseys with orange numerals and letters, black pants and trimmed in black, and orange helmets. Mascoma in their purple pants and purple jerseys with gold numerals and letters and trimmed in white, and the Royal Lion on their helmets. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Handoff straight up the gut. Lots of room and punishing blows as taking it across the line of scrimmage and picking up about 5 or 6 yards is Bryce Wiley.
Taking the carry up the middle for 8 yards.
8-yard gain, so 2nd down and 2 coming up for Newport. They lead 34-2. 11:34 remaining here in the third quarter at Mascoma. Marius Edwards is the senior quarterback. Under center, back split behind him. A receiver to each side. Pitch goes out to the right-hand side. Here's Josh Sharon turning the corner, and he might have picked up a half a yard. Good pursuit there by the Purple People Eater defense of Mascoma. And it's short of the first down.
A loss of about a yard on the play.
So it'll bring up 3rd down for the Tigers.
3rd and 3.
Wiley brings in the play from the sidelines for Newport from head coach John Proper. Kyle Coburn is the head coach of Mascoma. This is the first game for both teams for this 2020 season. Newport up 34-2, 10:35 to go in the third quarter. Backs in the eye this time behind Edwards, the quarterback who is under center. Handoff delayed to the tailback. Plenty of room to work with. The first down and more. Shooting the corner is Lovely. Can he get to the end zone? He's at the 10, at the 5, and into the end zone for a touchdown. 46-yard touchdown run for Jagger Lovely, and the senior puts this game into the mercy rule as Newport now takes a 40-2 lead with 10:15 to play in the third quarter. Lovely turning on the accelerator afterwards. Got to the corner, one person to beat, he did so. And now Newport looking to get that clock rolling as they're up 40-2. And they will go for 2 points. Edwards under center, back split behind him. The 2-point conversion try coming up right here for the Tigers. Hand off and into the end zone. Is he in? No. They will say he is stopped short, and that's Devin Hano. And so did they not call it a touchdown? They took it off the board. Okay. They said he stepped out of bounds, so I apologize. It looked to be a 46-yard touchdown run to Lovely. I thought I saw the officials' hands go up. They called him out at the 2. So that was 1st down and goal. Here's 2nd down and goal from about the 1-yard line. Handoff again, and this time he's in. Although this time it's Devin Hanu.
Correction on Jagger Lovely was just shy of the end zone.
So the PA announcer thought the same thing I did. I'm not the only one that's going crazy here in the scaffolding. But now it makes it 40-2 in favor of Newport with 9:46 to play here in the third quarter. And now they'll try the extra point. And you even heard the coaches from Mascoma say they're going for two, they're going for two. Well, he hadn't scored the touchdown yet. Snap placed down, kick is up, and it's blocked by Mascoma. Edwards gets it blocked, so he misses his second. Josh Williams with penetration to get a hand on it and knocks it away.
Second block of the day.
And so it remains 40-2. Newport on top with 9:46 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back to Mascoma High School right after these words. You're watching high school football on the Granite State Sports Network. Welcome back to Mascoma Valley High School. It's all Newport Tigers on this Saturday afternoon as they score another touchdown. Extra point was blocked, though, so it's a 40-2 lead for Newport. 9:46 to go here in the third quarter, and now the official will wind the clock as we are in running time. The mercy rule in effect, 35-point mercy rule in effect. Newport has it. They lead by 38. Ball's loose on the ground. Who's got it? And a whistle, and let's see who comes out of it on the pile. Mascoma will have it. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. Clock running, 9:23. So what that means, a running clock in the mercy rule, if a team reaches a lead of 35 points or more, the clock will continue to run except for call timeouts, injuries, and a few other special instances. We'll have a running clock for the rest of regulation. Now, if Mascoma comes all the way back and makes it the deficit to under 35 points, the clock doesn't stop on normal possessions or anything like that. Because they've already hit 35, the clock will run until the game is over. So basically the Royals got to have a lot of ground to make up in the next 8:50 of the third quarter and the 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Mike Evans under center. Man moved, but they didn't call it. Handoff this time goes right up the gut to Machete. And he gets wrestled down behind the line of scrimmage. Big tackler there, Josh Orlowski, whose name we've called a lot this afternoon.
Stopped by Josh Orlowski.
And it will bring up a second down and 10 for the Royals at their own 36. Mascoma 40, Newport 40 and Mascoma 2. Clock running, 8:08 remaining in the third. Mike Evans is under center. Man behind him. Two backs split to his left and right. He'll take it himself. Quarterback draw. Gets across the 37 to the 40-yard line before he's brought down. So that's a pickup of maybe about 3.5 or 4 yards. But third down now upcoming for Mascoma at their own 40-yard line with 7:35 to play in the third quarter. And Mascoma trailing 40-2.
Josh Sharon making the tackle for Newport. Third down and 5.
Third and 5 upcoming for Mascoma.
We've got third and 6.
Evans under center. Talks to the back behind him. That's Josh Williams. Receivers to either side. Evans takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, screen pass to the near side, and Peavy catches it, but he's blown up. Ball's loose on the field. It's picked up by Newport. Taking it to the house is Josh Sharon. He scores another touchdown. A fumble recovery at the 28-yard line, and the Tigers recover and run it into the end zone for another touchdown. And now with 6:40 to play here in the third quarter, it's a 46-2 lead for the Tigers. And they'll line up again for the extra point. The pass was a little slow getting out to Farnsworth, and he had nothing but white jerseys in front of him.
Recovery by Newport.
They knock the ball out. Newport recovers, picks it up, runs it in for the touchdown from about 30 yards away. And the Tigers not just running away with this one, but sprinting away with this one right now here with 6:40 to go in the third. Snap placed down. The kick is up, and it is good. And Edwards,
despite the block attempt by the balloon, the extra
with another extra point.
kick is good.
And the kick is good. And that leads us to another timeout on the field. 6:40 to play in the third quarter. It's all Newport. The Tigers lead Mascoma 47-2. And we will keep it right here and let you know what's upcoming here on the Granite State Sports Network later on, or early on next week, I should say. We've got on Monday, September 28th, that's this upcoming Monday, it's a doubleheader of volleyball as the Mascoma Royals, their JV and varsity team, will host Fall Mountain here in Canaan, right here on the Granite State Sports Network. Fall Mountain and Mascoma volleyball. JV game starts at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Varsity match will start shortly after that around 5:15. Catch all the action right here at team1sports.com/GSSN. That's team, the number one sports.com/GSSN. And Mascoma Boys Soccer will host Fall Mountain Tuesday, September 29th. Kickoff is set for 4 o'clock Eastern Time on Tuesday afternoon. And we'll have that for you right here on the Granite State Sports Network as well. So after the touchdown scored by Newport, they're up 47-2. 6:31 to go in the third. And Newport to kick off here in the third quarter. This one is a pop-up coming down short, and it's still loose on the ground. Who's got it? Newport picks it up again as they recover the kick at the 35-yard line of Mascoma. Well, the Royals knew it was going to be a pooch punt. It took a bounce. It took a wild hop off of this dry turf, this dry grass. And Newport able to pounce on it, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the Mascoma 35-yard line with 6 minutes to play in the third. So another opportunity for the Tigers to put points on the board.
Another drive starting deep in Royals territory from the 35-yard line.
You can hear some frustration from the Royals as they line up on defense. Marius Edwards, the senior quarterback, number 10, still under center for the Tigers. Player's a little bit mixed up as to where to line up. He's got one back behind him. That's Deshaun Chesser, who's a junior, number 32. Edwards with a counter play as the handoff this time goes to Devin Hano. Tries the right-hand side before he cuts it back up and picks up a couple of yards to about the 32.
The ball carrier, nice tackle on the play made by Roman.
2nd and 8 for Newport. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
The ball at 2nd down and 7.
Edwards under center once again. Line is loaded to the right-hand side, and that's where the pitch goes. Over to Chesser. Turns the corner at the 30. And gang tackled as he makes it to about the 26-yard line. Could have been a horse collar tackle right there. But he's just shy of the first down marker. So a 3rd down, and we'll call it about a yard to pick up the first for the Tigers.
About 6. Josh Evans making the tackle for the Royals.
Royals would love to hold here just for morality's sake. They've been stymied on offense. The 2 points came on a bad snap into the end zone that Edwards, the quarterback for Newport, had to fall on. So that's how they got their 2 points. Taking some warm-up snaps right in front of us is Tyler J. Marden, a freshman. Handoff this time goes to Chester. Chester's got the first down and more as he gets across the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Chester again, he's got the first down yardage and more.
They'll move the chains. Clock's still moving, though, as we are in mercy rule time. 3:45 to play in the third. 47-2. Newport with the lead in the football.
18.
Edwards still under center. Back split behind him. Takes the snap, keeper as he rolls out to the right, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, working his way down to the 5, still plowing his way close to the end zone, and he's down at about the 2. Hard-fought yardage by Marius Edwards. As he gets down to the 2-yard line, it'll bring up first down and goal for Newport.
He's a machete.
47-2, Newport on top. Clock ticking with 2:48, 2:47 to play. Here in the third. Tigers pouring it on this afternoon at Mascoma. Miley brings in the play from the sideline for the Tigers. He lines up as a receiver to the far side of the field. Backs in the I formation. It's Chesser and Ashley behind Edwards. Handoff, it's fumbled, ball on the ground. It was intended for Wiley, and who has it? Mascoma picks it up. Farnsworth has it for the Royals, so they stop the Newport drive dead. And Mascoma will get it back deep in their own territory. Just a bobbled snap as Wiley was coming off the end. Was looking to be like an end-around sweep, and Wiley couldn't control the handoff. Farnsworth, right place, right time, and fell on it. And so Mascoma will have it first and 10. Ball on their own 5-yard line. Back at quarterback is Mike Evans, lined up in the shotgun right around his own goal line. Handoff, left-hand side, and not getting anywhere. Just a stack and a cloud of dirt. As getting stood up with the football, it's tough to see. It's one of the shorter guys. Tyler Meekus, he's a 5'9" junior. Maybe picked up a yard or two. With 1:15 and counting to play on the third quarter clock. 47-2. Newport in the lead. Mascoma looking to get out of the shadows of their own goalposts. Evans under center. One back behind him. Handoff, left-hand side. Again, trying to plow into the line is Martin, but he doesn't get anywhere. Maybe lost a yard, and that'll bring up third down. Third and 9 on the scoreboard is what they have. Ball at the 6. Asa McKetty, the sophomore, will check into the ball game. And now a whistle, and Mascoma calls timeout. So that leaves them with 2 for the remainder of regulation. Newport with all 3. The clock will stop, even though it's the mercy rule. They did call a timeout. So we'll keep it right here with 21 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's been all Newport this afternoon as they have a 47-2 lead over Mascoma. Royals call timeout. It'll be third down and 8 for Mascoma with the ball at about their own 10-yard line. And just a tough day all around for the Royals. A couple of fumbles, a couple of mistakes on special teams. They did get bailed out on a couple of penalties on a drive that stalled because they fumbled at about the Newport 6 or 7 yard line back in the first half. Reminder, we've got more sports for you coming up on the Granite State Sports Network. On Tuesday, September 29th, that's this upcoming Tuesday, Fall Mountain will travel here to Canaan to take on the Mascoma boys soccer teams. Kickoff is set for 4 o'clock Eastern Time, Tuesday, September 29th. Fall Mountain, Mascoma boys soccer right here on the Granite State Sports Network. Today's game brought to you by Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC. They are a proud member of the Autosaver Group family of dealerships and home of the Big Deal. They offer an extensive selection of new Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC vehicles, as well as a variety of heavy-duty commercial trucks and vans to help your business succeed. That is Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC on the John Stark Highway in between Newport and Claremont, New Hampshire. 3rd down and 8, running play, gets nowhere. And you can see the dust building up here on the field. And that will be the end of the 3rd quarter, and it'll bring up 4th down and 8 to go for Mascoma. Another punting situation, possibly for the Royals. It's been all Newport this afternoon, both teams with their first game of the season, and the Tigers with a 47-2 lead over Mascoma. We'll take a break and be back with the 4th quarter after these words on the Granite State Sports Network. Clock running as we start the 4th quarter here at Mascoma Valley High School. Newport 47, Mascoma 2. Royals with their quarterback/punter, Mike Evans, standing in his end zone. On 4th down and 8, they'll try a handoff play around the right-hand side, picking up some yardage. And I don't think it's going to be enough for a 1st down, or is it? Let's see. Yes, they will move the chain, so a risky play on 4th and 8 for Mascoma. I mean, they do trail 47-2. But a running play does pick up the 1st down, so the drive continues for the Royals. It has been all Newport Tigers this afternoon. Only 2 points on the board for Mascoma was from a bad snap over the head of Newport's quarterback Edwards in the end zone, and he had to fall on it. Other than that, Tigers pretty much perfect here today. It is the first game for both teams here this afternoon right now. 10:57 to play in the 4th. Handoff this time. Stumbling and making his way is Mikas for about 4 yards before he's tripped up. And Royals back into the huddle. Mikas picked up about 5.5 yards. So 2nd and a long 4 coming up for the Royals. In their purple jerseys with gold numerals and letters and trimmed in white. Newport in their white jerseys with orange numerals and letters, black pants, and trimmed in black as well. Royals moving right to left across your computer screen. Man in motion. Handoff goes to him. That's Williams trying to turn the corner on the outside, and he's brought down. Good open field tackle by Jake Conroy, the junior. But it is enough for a 1st down, so the Royals drive will continue here on this Saturday afternoon. Beautiful conditions here in Canyon, New Hampshire. Temperature about 76, 77 degrees. You can hear the light breeze in our microphones. Not a cloud in the sky, bluebird skies, and a beautiful day for football here in late September. And some leaves changing colors across the way behind the Newport bench and the Newport stands. 1st and 10 for Mascoma at their own 30. Evans in the shotgun. Sends another man in motion. That's Williams. Evans looking to pass. Fires it to the left-hand side. Underthrown and almost brought in by Lowell. It was underthrown, and Lowell had to spin around to try to adjust for it. And it just fell out of his fingertips. And an incomplete pass, so that brings up 2nd and 10. We are in the mercy rule, the 35-point mercy rule here in New Hampshire, so clock continues to run with 9:10, 9:09 remaining in the 4th, even though it was an incomplete pass. Ball at the 30-yard line for Mascoma, 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. That's the wide side. That's Hobbs along with number 2, Brian Lowell. Evans in the shotgun. Handoff to the back behind him. That's to Mikas. Mikas trying diligently to fight through. Could not. Gets wrapped up for a loss of about 2 yards.
Armstrong.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 for Mascoma.
Maybe loss of a yard.
Newport up 47-2. 8:13 to go here in quarter number 4. Evans in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass. Over the middle, it's intercepted. It's picked off by Newport. Here's Hogan. Hogan at the 10. Hogan at the 5, and just short of the goal line. It's another interception, though, and Newport sets themselves up in great field position with 7:45 to go in the 4th quarter and a 47-2 lead. Hogan, the senior. Right place, right time. It was thrown into traffic by the quarterback, Mike Evans of Mascoma. But now the Tigers set themselves up to collect some more points here on this Saturday afternoon. And a timeout will be called by Newport, so that leaves them with 2. And we'll take a timeout as well. Clock is stopped, 7:20 remaining in the 4th quarter. Newport football deep in Mascoma territory. Tigers up 47-2. We'll take a break after this. 7:20 remaining right here in the 4th quarter on the Granite State Sports Network.
From the 5-yard line.
So after the timeout called by Newport, each team with 2 left here in regulation. Clock running once again, 7:15 to go in the 4th. Newport 47, Mascoma 2. Newport first and goal from the 5-yard line and pushing his way close to the goal line. Is he in? Yes. Another touchdown for the Newport Tigers. Let's see who comes out of the bottom of the pile with the football.
He hands the ball off to Josh. Luke Bartlett, who's in for a touchdown.
It looks like Tyler Gobin, who is in for the touchdown. See as he runs off the field. That is number 28. That's Gobin. So another touchdown by the Tigers, and that makes the score 53-2. Newport in the lead. Clock stops on the touchdown, so 7:02 left here in the 4th. And the Tigers will set up for the extra point. This will be Jay Conroy to attempt the extra point. Tyler Patnode, the placeholder. Kick is up, and it's right into the line. It gets blocked. And there is a penalty marker down. So we'll check and see what this is all about. Might be offsides against Mascoma, and they might try it again. Let's see. False start against Newport, so it won't count anyway. So the touchdown is on the board, extra point is blocked, and another timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. Clock stops, 7:02 remaining, 4th quarter, Newport 53 and Mascoma 2 here on this Saturday afternoon. Thanks for watching on the Granite State Sports Network. My name is Dave Collins, along with our engineer-producer, Mike Mahoney. Glad you could join us here on GSSN on this Saturday afternoon. We had an earlier soccer match that we had on the Granite State Sports Network, as the newfound girls soccer team came here to Mascoma and beat the Royals by a score of 3-1. Here right now, 7:02 remaining, fourth quarter. Newport 53, Mascoma 2. Newport will kick off from the 40-yard line. And Mascoma just looking to build a little morality right now to see if they can get their offense any points on the board. The 2 points that the Royals have were scored by a snap over the head of the quarterback, Marius Edwards, for Newport into the end zone, and Edwards had to fall on it for the safety to give Mascoma their 2 points. To kick off will be Carter Polari, a sophomore for the Tigers. Back deep to receive, Brian Lowell and Elias Jenkins. Roman Farnsworth, number 21, for Mascoma. They're standing at about their own 15-yard line. And here's the kick from Polari as the clock starts running again, 6:50 to go in regulation. End-over-end kick, short one, taken in the air at the 30-yard line. Trying to get outside. This is Farnsworth, still on his feet, still has some room, and now brought down at about the 43-yard line. And that's where the Royals will start. And that was actually Cooper Peavy, number 20, dancing around back there. Did a good job of avoiding tacklers, making his way towards the sidelines. And now 1st and 10 for Mascoma at their own 43, headed right to left across your computer screen. As the clock still runs with 6:13 remaining here in the fourth quarter. (53-2), Tigers leading the Royals. Evans in the shotgun. That's Mike Evans. Josh Evans behind him. Handoff goes to Josh Evans. Tries the right-hand side. Gets a hole across the 45, over the 50-yard line into Newport territory. And it's enough for a first down. Trotting off the field right now in a little bit of discomfort. Looks like Caleb Hobbs holding his left side. And Gabby Pierce will go in. Freshman offensive lineman for the Royals. Pierce being looked at by the, Hobbs rather, being looked at by the trainer. It's his lower back on the left side. Might be able to see him walk off camera. 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Royals in Newport territory for the first time in a while. And a timeout will be charged to Mascoma, so that will leave them with one. We'll take another timeout. 4:54 to go. Clock stop, fourth quarter, 53-2. Newport on top of Mascoma. Royals have it 1st and 10 at the Newport 47-yard line when we come back on the Granite State Sports Network. Back here at Mascoma Valley Regional High School in Canaan, New Hampshire, along with Mike Mahoney, our engineer producer. I'm Dave Collins. Clock running, 4:43 to play in the fourth quarter. Newport 53, Mascoma 2. Royals have the football, 1st and 10 at the Newport 47-yard line. Evans back to pass, fires the bomb down the left-hand side. It's short but caught. Oh, and a miraculous catch by Josh Evans as he goes over the back of the defender, Sam Hebert, and makes the catch for a first down. That's the first big completion for Mascoma here on this Saturday afternoon. Evans sort of had to wrap his arms around the defender as he came back for the football. Was a bit underthrown, but the concentration pays off as he makes the catch and picks up the first down for Mascoma, and they have the ball just shy of the 20-yard line of Newport. 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. See if Mascoma, just from morality, can score a touchdown. Handoff. This time it goes to Peavy. Goes to the far side of the field, dancing around at the 10, at the 5, fighting for the goal line. Is he in? No, just shy of the goal line. But it's another first down for Mascoma, and they're knocking on the doorstep of Newport's end zone with 3:34 to play. First down and 10. Actually, first down and goal, rather. As the ball is marked down right now at about the 3.5-4 yard line. Evans in the shotgun for Mascoma. Peavy in motion. Evans looking to pass, dumps it over the middle. Here's Farnsworth. He's got it, and he's into the end zone for the first touchdown of the season for the Mascoma Royals. Royals on the board with 3:03 to go in the fourth quarter, and they now trail Newport 53-8. And now they'll attempt the extra point. So a good solid drive by Mascoma. It's got to be a bit uplifting on the sideline for the Royals. They've been down most of the day, but at least they get a touchdown to show for it here in the waning minutes of regulation. And Mascoma will go for 2 right now as Evans is in the shotgun. Receiver to either side. Evans takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws the corner of the end zone, wide open there, and to make the catch is Brian Lowell for the 2-point conversion. It's good. And now with 3:03 remaining here in the fourth quarter, Mascoma scores their first touchdown and their first 2-point conversion of the 2020 season. And they trail Newport 53-10. We'll take another timeout, be back with the kickoff. 3:03 to go in the fourth. Newport 53, Mascoma 10. Back after this on the Granite State Sports Network. Back here at Mascoma High School, the Royals finally get a touchdown on the board and the 2-point conversion. They trail 53-10. There's 3 minutes and 3 seconds to play in the fourth quarter, and the Royals looking to kick off right now as McBee does the honors. It's a squib kick, and it rolls out of bounds. Flags will come out, and Newport will get it.
The other side attack squibs out of bounds.
With 2:50 to go in the fourth, and they lead 53-10.
And we want to handle that.
So I think the conference is whether they want to take the ball where it went out of bounds or take the penalty. And it will be first down for the Tigers. Clock starts to roll once again. 2:45, 2:44 to go. First and 10 for Newport. Ball at their own 35-yard line as they move left to right here in the fourth quarter. And a bunch of new names, new faces, new jerseys checking in right now for the Tigers as they have a comfortable 43-point lead in the fourth. And so the quarterback for the Tigers now is Jay Conroy. He is a junior, 145 pounds. Backs in the eye behind him. Conroy takes the snap. Handoff this time goes to Chase Hamilton, the senior. Gets to the left-hand side, and he's off to the races. Can't get the sideline, though. Touchdown saving push out of bounds by Brian Lowell. But a big pickup for Hamilton.
First touch of the day.
And he picks up the first down into Mascoma territory with 1:40 to play in regulation. Ball at the 48-yard line where it's 1st and 10. We've got 90 seconds to go. I think Newport just content with handing this ball off and headed back on the bus and down Route 4. Depends upon if they take the back way or not, if they're on 89, and then down Route 10 to Newport to celebrate their first victory of the 2020 season. Conroy under center, and false start called against the Tigers with 1:07 to play. So that'll back them up 5 yards. It's 1st and 15 right now for Newport.
It's a false start against the Tigers. They'll drop back 5 yards and replay first down. We tick past a minute to play.
1st and 15 for Newport at the 48-yard line, their own 48. Conroy under center once again. 52 seconds to play in the 4th. Mascoma showing a blitz. Handoff right up the gut. Breaking a tackle or two this time is Polari. And gets pulled down at the 47-yard line of Mascoma with 38 seconds to play, and that might just do it here in the ball game.
Carter Polari.
Tigers trying to call maybe one more play with 27 seconds remaining in regulation. They lead 53-10. And they have it 2nd down and 8 yards to go at the Mascoma 46-yard line. Down to 10 seconds to play. Will they get the snap off? I think they might have to run one more play. Let's see. Here's Conroy under center. And he will just take it himself, run the option. Conroy breaks a tackle and finally gets wrestled down at the 40-yard line, and that will do it. Conroy with the gain, gets the first down, but that will do it here at Mascoma Valley Regional High School in Canaan, New Hampshire this afternoon. All Newport Tigers as they came out with a head of steam and didn't look back as they win today's ball game. Your final score, Mascoma 53, Newport 53, Mascoma 10. We'll take a break and be back to recap things and wrap things up after this. 53-10, Newport wins it over Mascoma. We're back after this on the Granite State Sports Network.
On October 7th.
Back here at Mascoma Valley Regional High School in Canaan, New Hampshire, along with Mike Mahoney, our producer-engineer. I'm Dave Collins. Final score today, Newport wins it 53-10 over Mascoma. Earlier today in the girls' soccer match that you saw right here on the Granite State Sports Network, it was Newfound 3 and Mascoma girls' soccer 1. We've got more broadcasts coming up. We'll tell you about that in a moment. 53-10, Newport over Mascoma in this football game today. As Newport goes to 1-0, Mascoma drops to 0-1. Today's game was brought to you in part by Newport Chevrolet Buick GMC on the John Stark Highway in between Newport and Claremont, New Hampshire. They are a proud member of the Auto Saver group family of dealerships and home with a big deal. They offer an extensive selection of new Chevy, Buick, GMC vehicles, as well as a variety of heavy-duty commercial trucks and vans to help your business succeed. Find them online, also on Facebook, and don't forget you'll get the best price period on every vehicle they sell at Newport, Chevy, Buick, GMC, John Stark Highway, in between Newport and Claremont, New Hampshire. Also, thanks to the Royals Athletic Boosters. They are a volunteer, community-based nonprofit organization that supports Mascoma school-based sports teams. They encourage community pride and school spirit, and they acknowledge student athletes with a scholarship program for graduating seniors. You can find them on Facebook and also on Twitter. You can check out new items available in the online store. Orders are open until September 28th, so you only have a few days. If you want new items, they're shipped directly to your home. For more information, it's facebook.com/Royals Athletic Boosters. That's facebook.com/Royals Athletic Boosters. Today's game brought to you in part by ADW Builders. You can give them a call at 603-381-8641 or 603-304-9797. By Vanessa Stone Real Estate. They've been in business and turning your dreams into an address for more than 30 years. Visit them online at vanessastonere.com. That's vanessastonere.com. Or they have office locations in Enfield and Lebanon. Barney Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school sports here on the Granite State Sports Network. Call them today, 603-523-4407. That's 603-523-4407. Barney Insurance, your hometown insurance agent since 1885. And Jake's Market and Deli. They've been serving the Upper Valley since 1997. 10 convenient locations, including Lebanon, also right here off of Route 4, down the street in Enfield and Canaan, New Hampshire, and all throughout central New Hampshire and eastern Vermont. Be sure to make Jake's Market and Deli your destination for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, fuel, and just about anything else you might need to keep you going. Thanks to Gen Y Creative, and also thanks to Dan Salzer. My name is Dave Collins. Mike Mahoney's been our engineer-producer. Tune in once again on Monday. Yes, this upcoming Monday, we've got a doubleheader of volleyball as Fall Mountain will travel here to Canaan to take on Mascoma. JV match starts at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Varsity match to follow around 5:15 Eastern Time on Monday. Fall Mountain and Mascoma volleyball. Team1sports.com/GSSN. And then we've got boys soccer for you as Mascoma will host Fall Mountain, and that'll be at Tuesday at 4 o'clock Eastern Time right here on the Granite State Sports Network. Earlier today, it was the Newfound girls soccer team defeating Mascoma by a score of 3-1. And this afternoon, the Newport Tigers get their first victory of the season as they beat the Mascoma Royals 53-10. For Mike Mahoney, my name is Dave Collins. Thanks for joining us, and hope you enjoyed the broadcast right here on the Granite State Sports Network. Have a great afternoon, everyone.